Hello everybody, it's Goblin videos, and what I am doing now is I am opening up, this is the Poppin Goblin that actually starts smoking. I took the screws out of this front here and I'm getting the module up, and I can already see the belt where the motor is that brings it down. That's the one that's smoking. So we're going to get that out and see if it's the actual motor, because if it's the motor I can replace it, but if it's not the motor, then it's something that really can't be repaired at this moment, because I'm not gonna even try to fix this board because I don't know nothing about boards really. I don't know, I think my first one, it might have been the sliding motor that was that started smoking. But anyways, yeah, here, this is how it works though, guys. It slides in and out of the pumpkin. The thing is, there's a certain point on this track that releases the string and then it pops up. It's a very interesting mechanism. It has to be in a certain position for it to pop up, and it won't, and because you notice how like when it backs out, it pops up and then it goes forward a little bit. It has to go forward, otherwise it won't go back down. So it's very interesting how it's designed. Very interesting. See, there's wheels that help it come out of the pumpkin. It helps to slide in and out easier. I think there's a piece for this missing. There's supposed to be a little more to this, but yeah, that's the back of the pumpkin. But yeah, it's just interesting how it's designed. You can see why it's faulty, but it's just really interesting. All the LEDs in there. Again, it slides out, and then when it gets all the way back, it pumps, it releases the cable or whatever, and it jumps up, and then it inches forward, and then it goes back down. It's very interesting. Anyways, yeah, we'll see if I can get to that motor now. I hope no wires come off this board, because if they do, I don't think I'll be able to find where they go. Unless I use the other one for a diagram, but I don't want to really mess with the other one. I still can't believe that one isn't broken yet, but yet is the key word. Anyways, I'll pause till we get to the actual motor, because I don't want to waste time. Okay, so I got both sides off, and as you can see, there is a cable, and that's what brings it back down. Something in here spins, and that brings the cable down. And like I said, when it gets to a certain position, when it gets all the way back, it releases and pops up. It's a very different design. It's very different, but it's unique. Okay, now we have to... Okay, I have to get all the other screws out. There's a lot of screws in this damn thing. Okay, so I got it off that now too. Now we gotta open up the gearbox. Or gearbox or no, the motor, I mean. Well, yeah, I gotta open up this little box. So technically, yeah, it's the gearbox. And the sliding track mechanism on this, it has the same mechanism as the rising mechanism in Demonica and stuff. So, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, you know how that other one ticks, because there's probably a gear with a missing tooth in there. Whenever that gear completely gives out, obviously I'll have spares, because especially since this Demonica probably will never work ever again. Okay, here's the motor. That's a bigger sized motor. That looks bigger sized. But we have to open up that motor and get to the inside of it and see, because it doesn't seem like the motor would be the issue, but we'll find out. Oops, shit. Maybe we'll find out. Not sure. Are they touching? Maybe they were touching together. I can't tell. Well, regardless, I don't trust that motor, and I'm gonna try a different one. Just don't know what one I'm gonna try. That's the thing. Oh my god! My soldering iron fell out of the holder. See, those aren't the regular sized rectangular motors. I may not even have a spare of this because it has to be this size. Take that off. This motor doesn't look like it's... Again, it might not be the motor. It could be the board too. I'm gonna probably have to test it. I don't want to test it, but there's no other way to find out. It might be these prongs, though. I don't know. Because the thing is, when these prongs touch, if they touch each other, it will cause it to smoke. It will cause a malfunction. So maybe they were touching. We'll see. Oops. I don't know, I guess I'll plug it in. It's kind of going to be scary, but if I start smelling smoke, I'm instantly unplugging it. Oh my god, it's sliding in the pumpkin. Ah, it's going to rip the wires off. Here, just a minute. It probably thinks it's already down or something. Here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Now let's try it. Yeah, this one's relay switch is broken. That's why it does that. The motor doesn't stop. Did all the sensor wires come off? Let's see here. If so, then there's no way to activate it. The wires aren't off the board. I don't know why. Oh, I probably have it on the foot pad setting. Or not. Sorry, I don't know. Oh no, where are these wires from now? Oh. Yeah, just a second, the motor came off. Gotta unplug it here. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this thing out. I don't know where these red wires connect to. Speakers connected. That's for the sound sensor, I know that. But the red wires, though, maybe those are the relay switch wires. I don't know where the relay switch is, probably under that mechanism somewhere. Well, let's try this, I guess. It's not activating. It did work on motion sensor. The last time I tested this is when Kevin was over. And those wires aren't off the board, so it should still activate. I don't know. See, they're still attached to the board. I'm almost out of memory, that's great. I don't think I have any step pads, because it might still... I don't know why it's doing that. It's not getting hot, but that's because this motor isn't trying to run yet. Alright, here we go. Those are probably the relay switch. I don't know what else they could be. Or maybe the foot pad, no. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, it's not even trying to go back down. Oh, so I guess at this point it could be. I bet the board is overheating now. It must be the motor then. Yeah, the light's turned off. That's not a good sign. I'm scared to touch it because I remember when Kevin touched it, it was extremely hot. So yeah, it definitely. I don't know where to get a motor that size though. That's the thing. So if it is the motor, which it probably is, and it. Doesn't feel hot, but I just don't trust this thing at all. Well, I think it's fried because I just typed, even though these aren't the right sizes, if it was still getting power from the motor, they would still spin. That's the thing. And they don't spin at all, so I think I guess it may not be fried, but definitely some of these components on the board are not working. Even after it stops talking or stops with the soundtrack, the lights turn off. They're supposed to stay lit at all times, so there's definitely some board issues here. So I may not even fix this one. The thing is, this one jumps up a lot more powerful than that one does, so like if there ever comes a time where that one's popping up stops working, I can replace this whole piece. I can replace this whole Goblin. I can unscrew it, that one, solder these wires together on that one, and yeah, when the time comes for that. But let me see. I wonder if it's this component that's bad. Oh, or look at that. That's probably the one that overheated and got hot. Because that doesn't look right. Any of you guys think you have an idea, let me know. I feel like that might be the one, though. Unless that's just glue, but I doubt it. But this one, This one I feel like might not be good either. It's like, see, it always works like, the only thing that's inside here is a relay switch. That's the only thing that's in this. And it takes like so many minutes for it to be able to start up because that relay switch where it doesn't work. But no, these can't be for that relay switch because they're not that long. They're not long enough to be. So I don't know what those wires are for. See, it's just gonna start buzzing again, and then when it's done buzzing, you can activate it again. We'll have to wait a minute here. Yeah, here we go. See, the reason it's taking so long is it's waiting for the Goblin to go back down, even though it already slid back in the pumpkin, which is a weird design. But this, again, this thing is malfunctioning, so it's probably not even functioning right. Oh, what the hell? See, the lights are not supposed to go out like that. So I'm not sure what's causing it to do that. They're supposed to stay lit at all times. Okay, so after the lights turn off, the lights sit off for a little bit, and then they come back on, and then it resets. So, again, I don't really know what's going on. I really don't. I don't know if it's doing this because the relay switch is not working. I don't know if that plays a part into this. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But I have no idea what this thing. Hey. Then they do eventually, like I said, they do come back on. And then it continues to reset. This is just very strange. There's just no power going in the motor anymore at all. See, there it goes. So yeah, I really don't know. There's nothing more for me to do. I know it's, I mean, until components are replaced on that board, I don't know. And it might not even be that. I can show you that other Goblin and show you how it's supposed to function here. Oops. See, that's how it's supposed to function, so I might have to open that one up to see where those two red wires go, but I don't want wires pulling off this one too, because then what will I do? But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.